Hello houseplant friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how I package plants to ship them out and how I think you should package plants, because in my opinion this is one of the best ways to do it and ensures that your plants are gonna stay okay. And then also I'm gonna answer a couple of your questions about me or random things. I got a really funny question I'm gonna answer too. I'm gonna go grab the boxes. I have the plants out here, who they're going to, and I've got finished boxes to show you. They don't mean anything because you can't really see what's inside. This box has 4 plants in it right here, and this one has 2. But I didn't think filming me doing 6 boxes would, you know, benefit anyone. So we're only gonna do 4. So normally I would recommend you using priority shipping flat rate boxes. I'm going to be shipping these with non-flat rate box, and I'm also going to be using UPS, which is also not the best way to do it, but I have to go to UPS anyways today, and they give me a pretty good deal there. I'm going to be using these Vojek Growlight boxes for 3 of my boxes. I'm going to be using this G-Track microphone box for my other one. The reason is because it's fortified with this, and then it's got this on the outside, so it's gonna be okay. I try to reuse my boxes as much as possible. This is reduce, reuse, recycle, you know what I mean? You get a box, you use a box. The first one I'm going to be shipping is a soderoy cutting. Oh no, and there's a billy tie. This guy. This is the billy cutting. So these are when the aerial roots turn into these water roots. So the first thing I'm going to do is move this box. I'm going to wrap them individually. The soderoy is going to be difficult to ship, so we're going to be very careful. And then I'm going to put this in a baggie, which I have over here, this in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this wet, which is why I have this water bottle. Normally I'd go over to my sink, but as long as we don't use too much water, it'll be okay. All right, let that soak up all the water. Perfect. So now I'm going to tie this off. Going to wrap this up. Then I'm going to use a ribbon to tie around here. And be careful when you tighten it. You don't want to snap the stem of the plant. So you want to go just tight enough that you are going to keep the water from coming out if there's any extra water in the baggie. And then I triple knot it just to make sure nothing's going to come out. Okay, so here is my soderoy. We're going to place him just right there. And then we're going to do the exact same thing to this billy tie. I'm going to use more paper for this one because the roots are bigger. And then you want to be very careful not to break these roots. They're very fragile. So you might have to not make the paper towel as tight. You just want to be very careful. Where the heck did my... Oh. Also, I know I'm on the edge of a frame of a wide angle lens, so it might be distorting my arm. My arm might look weird or much bigger than it normally is. That's just my wide angle. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, so for this one, because the roots are so big, you can only do it twice, which means that around the top, you're gonna make it tighter, and you're not gonna worry about folding the bottom. So like that, perfect. Okay, here is our billy tie and our soderoy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap them each again individually, just to make sure that, and I always fold the leaf down. If you can fold the leaf down instead of up, it's best to fold it down. And you're gonna wrap it like this. This will protect the leaf. This is again very delicate, and that's not even where the growth is coming out of anymore, so that there is a chance that this leaf could come off in shipping. I think it's just hard. Okay, now we have our plant. So now we're gonna open up our box. The biggest issue I see with people when they package plants is that they don't tape the plants into the box, which bothers me a lot. So the first thing we're gonna do, again, is tape the plants into the box. Have this guy here. All right, here's our first plant. So now you can see it's not gonna go anywhere. So then the next one, oh, it's right here. I'm silly. Now we've got both of our plants in. They're not gonna fall out. You can shake them around, move them around, they're not going anywhere. So now what we're gonna do is fortify it more with a couple more things of paper towels. And other people use different media and material for this. You can use whatever you wanna use. I think paper towels and bubble wrap are a really safe bet together. Okay, and then on the very top, we are going to add a heat pack. To get these heat packs to work, these are 73-hour or 72-hour heat packs. You have to wrap them in something else. So I wrap them in paper towels, then place them on top of the other packaging. Because you need something in between the heat and the plants, because these get really hot, and so you don't want to burn your plants. So I'm going to close the box. Tape it shut. I tape every single axis. Then I anchor it on the opposite side. So we've anchored it on the back, and then we're gonna do it again on the front and anchor it around the corner. Perfect. So now we have our box. Then what you're gonna do is name the box. So this is going to a person. I won't tell you the name. Okay. Move that over there. To our done boxes. Okay, cool. So this is a philodendron painted lady that I am sending to one of my subscribers who sent me plant mail. Oh, dude, my knees are dying. I'm gonna put my Uggs under my knees. All right, got our boy wrapped. Throwing him in the baggie. So this, I can't remember if I told the girl I'm sending her this or not, but in her bio it says that her most wanted plant right now is a painted lady, and I just so happen to have taken some cuttings. She's gonna see this video before the plant shows up, so hi Piper, I hope you like your plant. Thanks for sending me mail. I think this is the rarest plant. Ooh, I think this is the rarest plant I've sent to a subscriber so far, but my Etsy shop's gonna be opening in less than a month, so you guys will be able to get your hands on some rooted propagations, and all that means is that they're gonna be fully rooted and like ready to plant, but they won't be the price of a full plant because they're just propagations. We have our boy, gonna wrap him up now. Same thing. Perfect. Okay, guys in there, not coming out. Let's get to some questions. Okay, so the first question comes from Bobbert Dugnut, and it is, if you could control bees, do you think that you would resist the temptation to make the bees do crime to get rich, or would you use the bees for the betterment of mankind? I think if I could control bees, I would use them to mildly inconvenience people who suck. I would probably use the bees to, like, when he gets out of his car, freak him out. So like mildly inconvenience him by keeping him in his car for like 5 more minutes. That's probably what I would do with bees. And then I'd also use them to get me water when I'm in bed already. Do something else that I don't want to do, that I need to do. Maybe make me dinner. That would be a nice way for me to use the bees, I think. These are the cards I'm sending out this time to my subscribers. How cute is that? I think they're so cute. So I just finished boxing all of these up and filmed myself doing a Q&A, and my freaking battery died. What the actual heck is wrong with my camera and why it doesn't show when it's recording and when it's not on the front? But that is a huge oversight. So I'm going to be buying a monitor so that from now on I can see exactly what's happening so that it doesn't freaking just do that, because this is like the 4th or 5th video in a row where I've had to refilm because my camera just stops recording, either because the battery's died or the memory's full. So here's my packages. They are all ready to go, and I'm going to sit here and answer some questions now that you guys have asked me. Okay, question number 1, do you prefer cats or plants? If I had to, I would sell every single one of the plants in my house, and then also my laptop and my computer if my cat needed surgery and I couldn't afford it. So definitely cats. Worst habit, I have to check my house 3 times before I go to sleep, before I can sleep, to make sure that there's no bad guys in it. What got me into plants? Jenna Marbles, her houseplant video did, and you know what? I loved it. And I haven't watched her video in 6 months because later this week, I'm gonna record myself reacting to her video because at the time when her video came out, a bunch of houseplant YouTubers reacted to Jenna's video. And I just think that that would be a fun video to do. And then I'm also going to be making a what I learned from 1 year of collecting houseplants video this week also, because March 13th is not only my 2-year anniversary with Chris, but it is my 1-year anniversary of being into houseplants. And it is also the 3-month anniversary of when we adopted Raven. So March 13th is a really big day for me this year. What is one plant I would save in a fire? My Anthurium QTQNC, because it is the rarest plant in my collection and an endangered species. What are my wish list plants right now? I don't think I have any except for Anthurium moodianum, Anthurium papillomianum, and Anthurium dressleri. But my friend Chloe introduced me to all of those plants, so I would feel bad getting them before her, so I probably won't get those for a while. At what point is postage time too long to safely ship plants? If you are shipping plants after any longer than 4 days with a 4-day heat pack, I think that's a problem. 5 days is too long. Anything over 3 days without a heat pack is also too long. Like, you could do 4 days with a 3-day heat pack because it's just gonna be like 1 day without heat, but I wouldn't do 2 days without heat. If you're not needing to do heat because it's summer and your plants don't need heat, then you're probably fine with 4 or 5 days. But in the winter, no longer than 2. What are my plans long-term for my store? Well, when I created Plant Me Ashley, the Etsy shop, last May, I think it was May 10th I announced it, I wasn't sure if I wanted to open up a real store, but now I know I definitely do, and I want to open a store in Boise. And I recently renamed my Etsy shop on Etsy to be The Plant Crossing. It also has an Instagram, so if you want to follow that, that's where you're gonna get most of the houseplant shop updates for when I'm gonna sell stuff, when I'm gonna post. Right now, there's almost no one that follows it. I think there's only like 400 people. Those people have the prime picking, so if you wanna have a chance to get some awesome, inexpensive rooted propagations, I would check it out. But I do wanna open a store in Boise called The Plant Crossing, and I think it would be a really cute shop. I have checked, no one else owns that shop name that I can find. Yeah, I think it would be a really cute shop. And so yeah, my little shop, The Plant Crossing. Am I currently studying? Yes, I am studying filmmaking and I am ready to graduate and just do YouTube and plants. Was the drive to Salt Lake City worth it to visit JJ's? Very tempted. Yes, because their plants are super inexpensive and the atmosphere is amazing. And there's a bunch of other houseplant shops south of Draper where, oh no, JJ's is in Ogden. So down, if you keep going down farther, there are a bunch of houseplant shops in Salt Lake City, and Jinya's in Salt Lake City, so you should go. You should get some ramen at Jinya while you're there. My favorite video game of all time is probably Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild because it was such a game changer. That or Twilight Princess. How do I do with my anxiety? I go houseplant shopping. I turn on some lo-fi and I just walk around and I look at the plants and I don't buy anything because buying plants right now gives me anxiety. I have my first Alocasia Frydek coming in the mail tomorrow. What's your best advice? My advice for Alocasia Frydek is give it some humidity as soon as you plant it up. So like get it in the mail, pot it up, and then put it in the bathroom and turn on your shower. And if you have a window in your shower, put it in the window and let it sit in there for like 10 to 11 hours with nice humidity. So like run the shower for like 30 minutes on hot and then turn it off and then close the door and leave it shut and don't go in there. When shipping plants in pots, how soon should you water them before shipment? It depends on the plant. So if I had something that does not retain water very well, I would probably ship it, and by not retain water, I mean it uses up the water really quickly. I'd probably water it 5 days before shipping, but if it retains water really well, probably a week to a week and a half before shipping is when I'd water it, and that's for like Hoya or any other kind of succulent. And for cacti, probably 2 or 3 weeks before shipping. Also, if you ship something bare rooted, what's your favorite way to wrap the roots? That's what I did. You just saw. Does Raven ever mess with my plants? No. Sometimes she'll walk up to my Cebu and like put her teeth into the leaf for a second and then that's it. Or she likes to bat. She likes to bat at my string of hearts. So that's annoying. But other than that, she really doesn't do anything to them, and she likes to lay under them. So she enjoys the plants too. What is my dream job? This. If I could do this full time and pay all my bills, that would be amazing. My least favorite plant right now is probably Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, and it's just because I can't grow it. I can't enjoy it like everyone else. What shows are you watching on TV or Netflix? I am not watching anything right now except for YouTube. So my favorite YouTubers to watch are Gus Johnson and Eddie Burback separately. They have their own channels. But then also the Gus and Eddie podcast is amazing. I also watch Jenna Marbles and Julian Salamita, but also the Jenna Julian podcast is amazing. Curtis Connor, Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez. I watch Tiffany Ferg. I watch, of houseplant YouTubers, I watch Harley G, I watch Juju Succulents, I think it's Belinda Plants, her name is Maya. I watch Plant with Casey, she's a smaller channel. Carter's Happy Plants, I watch him. I watch everyone. Alessia, I watch someone I recently started watching. Oh, what's her name? She posts almost daily like me. It's let me look through my sub feed real quick. Oh, I watch Aki's Place too. She is a YouTuber who started her channel in Japanese, now makes her videos in English. Oh, Emma Chamberlain, I don't know how I forgot about Emma Chamberlain. She's like crackhead energy. PewDiePie, obviously watch PewDiePie. I watch Stories and Succulents, which is a really small houseplant YouTube channel. So if you guys want to go throw her some love, you should totally do that. Obviously the Garden Answer. I unironically watch Mr. Beast. I like his content. Game Theory, Film Theory. Okay, Erica Loads is the name of the houseplant YouTuber I just started watching. She's awesome. We're pretty similar. We both have almost the same amount of subscribers. We're kind of at the same spot. She also posts all the time. So if you want to watch someone else who does houseplant content that's just like super pure and wholesome and sweet to watch, definitely check out Erica. On Netflix, I'm going to be watching The Witcher soon. But yeah, I'm not really watching TV right now. I don't have time. I'm thinking about trying NOOT, but wondering if it makes a significant difference. Also, do you use it with semi-hydro? You can use it with semi-hydro, you can use it with full hydro, and you can use it with no hydro with soil. It definitely makes a significant difference. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using it. If it didn't make a big difference, I would be too lazy to use it, and I would just water my plants regularly. My Monstera borsigiana put out a leaf 3 weeks ago, and it's putting out another leaf now. I don't think that would be happening without NOOT because Monstera albos don't grow that fast. Also, like all of my other plants grow very fast. I just found mealybugs on one of my cacti, so that's fun. Okay, favorite plant that I own, my Anthurium QTQNC. Should I water a plant before shipping? No. One anime for the rest of my life, Princess Jellyfish. I could never get tired of it. Each episode is like a new adventure. Is cotton for shipping better than tissue paper? I'm assuming that you mean to like, so for those of you who don't see, some people for plants that are extremely delicate, like really rare begonias or anthurium, people will wrap the leaves and stem with a bunch of cotton to keep it in place because tissue paper kind of just protects the outside of the leaf from being damaged, but doesn't prevent like smashing. For more rare plants that are more delicate, I would definitely use cotton. How do I come up with video ideas? Whatever I feel like doing that day, honestly. What are things that I love and hate about having plants? I love how they make my house feel. I love how they make me feel. I hate how they smell after I water them. I don't like the smell of wet dirt, unless it's outside. I don't like the smell of wet dirt in my house. Here's another bee-related question. Do I appreciate bee art? I'm sure that I would. How do I feel about Costa Farms selling Monstera Type Constellation for their 2021 line? I think it is amazing that we are getting a mainstream, streamline, and normalize a very rare coveted plant, and I think that it's going to make the cost of albos and ties drop significantly. What they're doing for houseplants is normalizing and dropping the prices and how much plants cost, and I think that's a really good important thing. Last question, how are you? I'm really good today. I'm ready to go ship these plants. So thank you guys so much for watching this box plants with me Q&A houseplant chore video thing. Please make sure to like and subscribe and tweet me at PlantMeAshley. Consider supporting me on Patreon if you want to see higher quality content, and I'm gonna recommend some videos for you at the end of this one, so stay to the end card, check it out, and give me some video recommendations. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna set up my lighting situation. I got some grow lights I think 2 weeks ago, but I'm gonna start using them for my cactus and then for that shelf, because this shelf gets plenty of light, but that one doesn't get as much, and then my cactus do need more light. So that is what I'm gonna do. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next houseplant section? Houseplant video. Bye.